Good morning, all. How are you? Sure. All good with our sound. Today is Wednesday morning. I've got some tea. I've got some water. Very, very good. In fact, I drink this loose leaf throat therapy tea. Sometimes before stream because it helps my throat not get scratchy. But also, unsurprisingly, once again, colds were running rampant in the house because that's what we do now. We get sick all the time. Anyway, today was a tea day, but I have this throat therapy tea that's really, really good. But this morning I've been seeing some videos about like, oh, homemade apple cider and all that stuff. And I'm like, I want homemade apple cider, but time, nor energy, nor space. Anyway, so what I did, I sliced really thin apples this morning and put it in with all the loose leaf tea and like a little sprinkle of cinnamon, and it's super good. And I think I need to do that from here on out. Delicious. Did I remember to put on my mic? Yes. All right, let's go ahead and scroll on up. Today's question of the day is, would you rather have the ability to fly or to be able to breathe underwater? So Christina says, I'd rather fly. Of course, you know, Christina, I feel like that would be me, but also, like there's so much of the ocean we haven't explored, but I also feel like I'm less likely to get eaten if I fly versus swim. Let's see. Good morning. Says, breathe underwater. Imagine all the adventures we could have, but blowing my nose would be a new challenge. That is true. That is true. Blow bubbles? That could work. Let's see. Rodeos would include orca riding, rama riding. Dolphins would be more like koalas and pandas. Anchovies would be the newest gummy candy substitute. Will we lose the ability to see yellow? I don't think so. I was like thinking more in the terms of like mermaids and mermen. Jeanette, that'll work. That'll work. And good morning. Oh, good. Yes, rest. Kathy, hello. Let's see. Don, hello. Sounds good, Michelle. Most definitely breathe underwater. As an asthmatic, drowning is my biggest fear. Ooh, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Cece, good morning. Ah, sounds good, Jeanette. Let's see. Kara. Oh, wait. Where'd Kara go? There we go. Kara, hello. Good morning, Topeka. Yep, remember to put the mic on. Brooke, good morning. Fresh today, Christine says, I watched the Flying Down Mozilla, had a dream where I was flying like her. Right? I feel like a dream where you're flying, like everybody has one at some point, right? The thing of it is whenever I dream of flying, like whatever I'm doing, I always have to like run and take off like a goose would. Like I can't just jump up like I've got, you know, telekinesis or whatever, you know, whatever else. I have to get a running start. Let's see. Sure, sound is good. Awesome. Baked an apple pie this morning. It's Friendsgiving at the library tonight. Oh, Brooke, I love that. Got my son's cold too, making hot lemon water with honey. Yep, pretty much. Let's see. Mona, hello. Let's see. Natalie, good morning. Christine, good morning. Yeah, So I was supposed to have a fairly busy week this past week, but the thing that we had planned, we had to cancel it because little Steve got sick yet again. I haven't told you guys every time he's been sick, but basically in the last month he's been sick like 3 times, and not just with the sniffles. Like, it's been, you know, throwing strawberries and fever and all that kind of stuff. So needless to say, he has an appointment this week. We're gonna go chat with the doctor because I feel like kids get sick a lot. They do, but I feel like this is a bit much. So we're gonna go get things checked out. Since me and my siblings all have autoimmune conditions, I'm kind of wondering if that's the case. But also, to test for any kind of autoimmune conditions, we have to draw blood. And that is not going to be an easy activity to do. So I'm kind of wanting to do as last resort. So we're gonna start by talking with a pediatrician, see what our options are. Anyway, so if you guys are like, oh my God, our kids are always sick. Yes, I know. I know full well, and it's just oh so fun. But consequently, because we had to cancel the things that we had planned last weekend, I actually ended up having a little bit of extra time on my hands. Kim says breathe underwater. Hi, Blue, and hi, Kim. I don't think so, Cece. I don't think so, because they say also, if your child is sick frequently, it's something serious if A, they can't get better from it, or it takes them a really long time, because he fully gets better, but it was just a week later it happened again. So if they're not getting better, if they're losing weight, if they're tired and listless all the time, and he is neither of those 3 things, he just gets sick a lot. I also try to keep in mind, and I know we're not coloring yet, but you know, chatting, it's a colored chat. During COVID, obviously a lot of schools shut down. And this happened during a couple of formative grades where they would be naturally more exposed to a lot more stuff. Anyway, he wasn't. So I feel like we're still kind of playing catch up, but also, how'd homeschoolers do it? Like, they're not around a ton of kids all the time? I don't know. All I know is that's where I've been. But it did allow me to have a little bit more free time, and actually I'll take this off so I can show you. So I did a couple crafty things for myself, and I've been, hang on, it's caught in my headphones. I spent the day kind of crafting, and then also, if you guys have been around Instagram, you'll see that I have been working on another page, which I'll show you, but I also wanted to show you guys this. So I did another, it really is, Cece. It really is. And it's like I've hesitated to mention it on stream as to, you know, why I'm canceling or whatever else. And it's because, like, I know that people are going to be like, why are they always sick? And I'd be like, I would love to know as well. Anyway, so I've been playing with wire wrapping, and some of the necklaces that I did previously, I realized one of the issues is they roll around a lot and they don't lay flat. So I was like, well, why don't I make a sort of disc? So I took a thicker piece of wire, and obviously I did it in a spiral, and then I took the thinner wire that I have and I wrapped it, kind of alternating the spirals, added in some beads as I went along. And this is one of the rocks. Well, these are all, this is a rock. The rest of these are beads, but these are all rocks that I put through the rock tumbler for rocks that I found on the Oregon coast. So I made myself a new kind of trial necklace, but this time with a flat base so it doesn't move around. Thank you. It was just really nice. It was just, you know, something for myself that I did, and I had a good time with it. And I'll put it back on here after stream. The other thing that I've been working on, which I am determined to get it done. I do not want this to become one of those work in progresses that, thanks, Cece. One of those work in progresses. Oh, thank you. Actually, for those of you that are familiar with this kind of jewelry, I'm trying to, little Emily keeps saying, oh, Mommy, you should sell them, you should sell them, you should sell them. But I was just like, I don't know, kiddo. Like, I have no history of selling jewelry whatsoever. And I do wonder, like, this is why I could never sell anything that I embroidered, because all of my embroidery has a very messy back on it. And I feel like this one does too, but I've never actually seen any wire wrap jewelry up close. So it's like, how neat are you supposed to make it back here? I figure that's the part that's not seen. As long as there's nothing sharp on the back poking you, I'm just like, yeah, we're gonna leave it. The front looks fabulous. The back looks horrendous. Hi, Kenny. But yeah, so it has been, ooh, okay. That's not messy? Okay, sweet. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Thank you, but also, hello. I meant to say hello. And then it came out anyway, my brain non-functioning. Long nothing posted. Yeah, because that's the biggest thing. I was like, well, maybe to make sure it's not skewering anybody. And I'm still working on figuring out, I prefer and this is faux leather, but I prefer the kind of rusticness of these. But I had to get some new clasps for it because I was just using what I had on hand and they did not work. So I need to get that. But that is meant to go with this. I loved the kind of blue, kind of leather / non-leather cordage to go with it. We're poking for it. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Well, and I was telling little Emily, because she's like, you're going to sell? I'm like, well, I don't know, honey, because they take me like, I spent an entire day on that. And I was just like, I don't think it's something I can like release on a regular basis. Oh, I didn't even think about that, Della. I do like that. Ooh, yeah, I should consider that. Anyway, but as far as coloring related stuff, I know it feels like it's been forever, which I guess, I don't know, I talked to you guys on Friday, but a lot has happened between then and now. I mean, little Steve's back at school today, but there's a part of me that it's happened so frequently. Like, I have my phone right over here so I can see it. So there's a part of me that's like on high alert because I half expect to get a call. So, knock on wood, sending positive vibes out into the universe, manifestation all the way. But I have been working on this, which, not gonna lie, I was feeling a little bit of a drag last night, but I don't want to take a break because if I do, I will not come back to it. And I really, really want to finish it. Hi, Miss Cones. That'll do it. That'll do it. Hi, Trey. So yeah, I've been slowly chipping away at this. Obviously, I did the background already, and I've been working on, so the background is Prismacolor, and I have the colors listed on my Instagram, but I think when it's all done, because I'm going to do probably a full reel, because I've been taking little clips and been posting them in the stories. But one of the things I mentioned, I don't know if it was on Wednesday or Friday, Grisaille kind of surprised me. I didn't know it was coming, and it just showed up in the mail where they sent this here. Ooh, sounds good. Be safe. Hi, Durban. They sent this new color by number kit, and then they also sent this, which is a glitter pen pixie dust. So I went ahead and actually tried it out. I have a few thoughts. So. It also came with, where did I put it? I said it somewhere, but at the beginning of the stream, but it came with like almost a cotton bud kind of wand. So I have used it on here, and actually before I explain about it, we'll zoom in and I'll kind of show you. So it's kind of like stickles a little bit. So like I put some on this beetle. I don't know if you can see it kind of sparkling. There's little dots of it that I put around the little, I was gonna say spyglass, that's not right, crystal ball. And I've just kind of put it in various spots. There's a little bit on this jewel, and it is sparkly. It's really pretty, but I'm still, okay, well first things first. So the needle point is fabulous application. It's wonderful. The like you paint it powdery places that I go to have little tips like this, and it's really nice. In fact, if this ever empties, I might see if I can figure out a way to refill it with something else. But I like the needle point of it. However, here is the downside. So this is mine. This did not come with it. This is the lid that comes with it. When I first opened it, I could not get the stuff to come out. I eventually was able to kind of dislodge what was ever in the tube with this, like sewing pin of sorts. And then I left it, and then I put the lid on again, and then it dried in the tube again. Now, the You Paint It pottery places have these tips, and they actually store them like this with a stick pin in the top. So that's actually, short of the fact that it could fall out as long as you store it upright, that's how I think I'll want to store it instead of that, because then it's not drying in the tube, and it comes out much easier. The other thing is it has a smell. When it comes out, it is white and it's got the glitter in it, but it does have a little bit of a smell. And I'll tell you what it smells like. It smells like Mod Podge. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it does, it smells like Mod Podge. And like I said, it comes out white, but it dries clear, and then, you know, it's like there's little mica powder in it. So it is pretty. It is pretty. But if you have a sensitivity to smells, I don't know if I put the link for this in the description, but probably if you just look up Grisaille glitter pen. I don't know, Shannon, if you want to grab the link for that. Donna Joe, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being one of our new members. Get some hypes in chat, exclamation point hi. Thank you so much. Oh, that was in caps. Will it work? I need to do lowercase. I don't remember if it's case sensitive. There we go. There we go. Thank you so much, Donna Joe. Don't forget to, over in the community tab now, there is this month's free coloring download. And I'm working on next month's too. I'm thinking bookmarks again, but if I get it done early, I might put that in the Etsy store and then do something else for the members. But that is coming soon. But yes, you now have access to all of our handy dandy emotes and the free coloring download. Thank you, Shannon. So yeah, slight smell to it. It dries in an hour and fully cures in 24 hours. But since I'm doing such a small amount, I hadn't really worked. Once it kind of goes clear, I just sort of assumed it was done. The only other thing that I kind of regret doing, favorite metallic watercolors. I'm gonna say no, I don't have a favorite. Metallic pencils are really difficult to translate as metallic, if that makes sense. If I'm wanting to put metallic embellishments, I will usually use like a glitter gel pen or something, or the Sleechy metallic gel pens. There's not a part of me that says, I want a metallic look on my paper and I use metallic pencils. I do have some older metallic Prismacolors, but I don't really, I feel like metallic in pencils is just kind of hard to, oh, Fine Tech, okay. But yeah, so anyway, has a slight scent, like Mod Podge, dries clear, has some pretty glitter in it. But, oh, I was saying the only other thing I regret doing for this is now it's gonna have a little bit of a texture. And if I'm coloring, say, like this page, I don't know if that's going to affect it or not. I think if I'm going to do that where I know it's gonna rest on it, I'll probably put a couple pieces of paper over it to soften it. So just something to keep in mind. And I might actually get some more papers to put, like, I used to do tracing paper in the books. Yeah, cardboard. Yeah, something thick for sure. Because I pressed so hard on this background, because I did the Prismacolors, I did the Caran blender, like I did a lot of stuff. Because I pressed so hard, I had a lot of color transfer. I tried to erase some of it this morning because it doesn't ruin the page. It is erasable. Like there's some leftover eraser bits. See, we got the dragon over here that kind of imprinted on it. But yeah, so if you're gonna press hard on a background, definitely do that. But yeah, so the background was Prismacolors. I'll have to get that picture that I posted of the pencils that I used. And then, yeah, I've just been using Winsor Newton gouache paint on these little bits. I did the turnips all at the same time because I wanted to make sure that the colors I had mixed would be on there. I haven't used the same colors for everything else, but yeah, I guess we'll see as we go across the page. But I did do a little reel, oh, thank you, Christine, of the pumpkin if you wanted to see that. And again, I've been posting in the stories, but I'll probably take all those clips at the very end and put them in a little compilation. But yeah. So that's what I've been working on. Like I said, progress has slowed a little bit because I'm kind of at the tedious part. Thank you, Kenny. But I really don't want to give up at this point. I am, yeah, this is, I'm gonna make myself finish it. Because I do. I have a history running out of steam. but we shall see. I've already put too much work into it, just give up at it at this point. But all of that aside, this is the page we're working on now. If you guys missed it, this is for Johanna's coloring contest, so you can follow along, do your own. It doesn't even have to be a finished page. It could be a work in progress. She originally had a week deadline, like I think today was supposed to be the original deadline. But she's extending it by 2 weeks because there have been issues on the website. So if this is the first you're hearing about it, in the description below, we have the link to the, oh, look at me, I'm in top chat. Oops. There we go. Anyway, the link to the free download for this is in the description. So you can grab that and print it out and whatever you want. Do whatever you want with it and turn it in, because the winners of the contest are not going to be chosen on, you know, the finished product skill or anything. Right, I know it. That's the hope, Kenny. I really want to. Oh, nice, Michelle. But yeah, the deadline has been extended to... Yeah, the original deadline was today, but it's been extended 2 weeks. So, well, it's tea, so I'm doing better. But yeah, fingers crossed. We'll see. I like walking the edge, man. So, yeah, you have until the 27th. So you still have 2 weeks. Loads and loads of time to get it done if that's what you want to do. Okay, we're going to get some progress done on this. I plan on going the full 2 hours today, so we're not going to quit early. Last week was just chaos, but it was kind of nice because it gave me a chance to catch up on everything when we had to cancel it. So fingers crossed everything goes well this weekend. Oh, nice, Donna Jo. I will say, as much as the nice pencils are worth it, there's also loads of really good pencils out there. I mean, we even done a full portrait with Crayola. So, I mean, don't feel like you have to have special pencils to work in these books. Like, you do you. Whatever works for you. It's all good. All right, so let's see. Yeah, they're really great. They're really, really great. Okay, let's go ahead and jump on in, and we will just start here and work our way down. We're going to try and get as far as possible today. So for the bushes on there, we have a lot of our greens out already, so I think we're going to work with that. We'll probably do them similar to these colors already, which, by the way, I have seen some flipping gorgeous renditions of that. Who was it? It was... I'll know it when I see it, and I cannot think of the Instagram screen name off the top of my head. Claire, Color with Claire, she reshared it, I believe. But they did this amazing background. Like, it was just blew my mind completely. All right, so let's go ahead. We're definitely going to go with moss green. Like I said, I've got all of these colors over here, so I just need to locate. Let's see, olive gray. Let's see, that's regular olive. This is... What is this one? This is, oh, khaki green. Okay. This one is olive black. Moss green. Here we go. Okay, so let's do olive black, moss green, and I'm going to take my rings off. Hands are swelling today. So olive black, moss green, and let's do yellow green. See if we've got that already. Let's see, that's light olive. This one is, okay, yellow green, and then we'll do light olive, I believe. Oh, nice, Natalie. Hi, Angela, how are you? Okay, so we're gonna start with iron black on all of these. I'm not entirely sure what these are supposed to be, but we will just roll with it. But yeah, it has been nice working on that page. One of the things that I think I have held back a bit on working on my own personal pages is because a lot of times if I post a page and I haven't posted any previous videos with it, or I didn't record it, and not that I dislike it when people do this, it just when I film it or record the entire thing, it's many more hours of work to edit it and put it together, short of, you know, when I just do like one or two clips here or there. But it's a big to-do, and so I think a lot of times I've avoided doing any full pages on my own because I know that people will have wanted it filmed, and sometimes like I just don't want to film it or keep track of the colors. I just want to, you know, get in the zone. So I'm kind of meeting myself halfway here, where I did write down the background colors because it was only like 4 to 6 colors or so. And I am taking a few clips here and there, but like when it comes to the paint, I'm not going to be writing down the names because I'm making entirely brand new colors. So yeah, I think I found kind of a happy medium where I can still work on it, but not feel like I have to document every point of the process. And again, not that I like resent doing it. I don't. It's just sometimes I'm like, okay, well, this is a lot of work I don't necessarily have time for, so we're going to do something else kind of thing. You know what I mean? Your partner's called Kev. That works. Oh, nice, Kim. How are you feeling about that? I did that for about a year. The kids' minds were kind of blown because when I told them, like, oh yeah, Mama gets 31 injections in her head, because like I was talking with Steve about it, and the kids were like, what? And so it's like I don't lie to the kids, you know, unless it's definitely something for their well-being, as in they're going to be getting their flu shot soon, and I'm not telling them when because that's a meltdown and a half. But their minds were just like blown. They're like, how many? I was just like, well, honey, they're little. Like, you don't really. Did it work for you? Unfortunately, it didn't. But if there's anything I've learned about migraines and headaches, everyone is so completely different. It is like a lot of people have seen success with like the daith piercing. Oh gosh, I mean, you name it, I've tried it. Anywhere from homeopathic to full-blown medicine. You know, I've done acupuncture, acupressure. I've done the Botox. I've done like literally everything. And actually what I have found works for me. One, managing my triggers, things that I know are prone to give me a headache. Well, you know, it's usually sugar, lack of sleep, stress. Like there's some major factors for me for sure. But also I had a allergist, and again, Emily Illustrator is not a doctor, and I do not offer medical advice. I'm just saying what worked for me. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, nice, Jeanette. But an allergist suggested to me this medicine called Nurtec. And I gotta throw it out there. You never know these days. They had me try Nurtec, and I will preface it with, it doesn't work for everyone. I have a friend who lives with chronic migraines, and it did not work for her. But for me, it is like crazy flippin' wizard magic. It blows my mind. Like, I don't even know. Yeah, like it's the least amount of side effects I've ever had from medicine. The only kind of side effects I get is if I if I take it on a completely empty stomach, it will make me nauseous. So I make sure to just eat something beforehand. But yeah, crazy wizard magic. Like, it shouldn't work, but it does. And I'm like, I don't understand that. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and do light olive. But that is the thing. The only downside is if you don't have good insurance, it is probably one of the most expensive medications I have ever used. But it works so well that I'm just grateful. Right, Christine? Like, I still get them. It doesn't limit the amounts of them. But like I said, if I'm watching my triggers and everything, I can usually manage them pretty well. Every now and then, I will get knocked off my feet by one that'll put me in bed for like a day or so. Yeah, exactly, Jeanette. Right? Exactly. Like, if I've learned anything, because, you know, I've done like migraine support groups and, you know, looked online, see what everybody else is saying, but it's just literally everyone is so different. It's impossible to predict how someone is going to, because also so many people have different triggers for headaches and migraines. Like, I'm not one of those, I'm using yellow green. I don't get like the auras or anything. So I am lucky enough that I don't get that, but yeah, it's just, it's crazy wizard magic, and I'm so glad it works. And if somebody who has migraines hasn't tried it before, I usually like, oh, well, you should probably give this a shot because it's really cool. But that's the extent of my recommendations. If I've learned anything, most people that suffer with daily migraines, they've tried everything. Right? Yeah, so sumatriptan and like Imitrex and all that did not work on me. Made me feel like I had the flu. It was so terrible. I was like, yeah, no, never again. We're gonna go ahead and use moss. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how it differs for everyone. And then, like, it was so funny. Like, and of course, I've had loads of doctors that have said, oh yeah, I can fix you right up. This is gonna fix it, no problem. Spoiler alert, it didn't. But there have been doctors like, I'm like, so they'll ask me how frequently I get migraines. I tell them, yada, yada. And so there was one doctor we were discussing with, you know, what is a reasonable certain number of times for a person to get a headache or migraine. And he was like, well, either 0 or only like, only 1 to 2 a month. And I'm like, who only gets 1 to 2 a month? The fact of the matter is Steve. Steve like rarely gets headaches or migraines, and if he does, it's generally like attached to, you know, like he's sick or whatever else. And I'm just like, what kind of superpowers? It's like when you go to the doctor and they just say, oh, what's your, you know, how much pain have you been in recently? I'm like, oh, the normal amount of pain. And then they look at you and go, the normal amount of pain is 0. And then you look at them like, nah, that doesn't sound right. Hi, Celeste. Jeanette, I would love that. I don't know. Maybe I got like, what, max 7 years till that happens? Is it bad to count down the days until that happens? So that's what's funny, Kenny, is dimmer light, yes. But actually for me, I can't just go and lay down and rest because laying down actually makes it worse. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the pressure on my head or whatever. Like sitting down and resting is fine. But if I lay down and think, oh, I'm going to take a nap to get rid of this, nope, does not happen. Right, Michelle? It's like, what kind of charmed life do you live that you think only once or twice a month? You mean it's not like every day or every other day? Isn't that the normal? No, apparently not. Right? Oh, absolutely. Angela, you got superpowers, man. Well, yeah, because like when I was pregnant with the kids, you can't take anything other than Tylenol. And Tylenol does diddly squat for my migraines. And so like when I was pregnant, I would get knocked off my feet, be in bed for like 3 days because I could not move around, which was super fun when I was chasing after a toddler. Thankfully, Steve is incredibly supportive, but still not cool. Right? Exactly. 6 to 5 a week. Yep. That sounds about right. And they're not like all the same strength. Like obviously some are variant. If I get it early and take the Nurtec, like it can fight against it pretty well. But every now and then one will slip through, and it's just like, but you if you have them often enough, you learn to function with them. So like we had a thing 2 weekends ago for one of the kids, and it was something that I was organizing and running, and so I had to do it. Like, but by the end of it, I had like the most worst like migraine headache. But Steve was just like, oh well, I didn't even notice. And I'm like, yeah, I know, because I had no choice. Like I just had to power through. You know, as soon as it was done, you better believe I was like sitting down and took my meds and like just stared at a wall for a little while. But you know, right? It's like when you have a whole family with terrible vision and then you got this one person that's like 20/20 and wants to be a pilot. Yeah, exactly, Natalie. So suffer from pain. We have a high pain. Yes, absolutely. Seldom get headaches. When I get the occasional migraine, I get auras, which are kind of, yeah. So I have a friend who definitely gets the auras. She says that it's like so intense sometimes that it almost like blinds her vision. You know, kind of like when you like look at a bright light and then you see one of those spots, like that's what it's like. I've never experienced it, but for her, that's what it's like. When people say auras, like I imagine it's like a glow around items. But like I said, for my friend, she says that it's similar to when you look at a light and then you've got that one bright spot in your vision that you can't get rid of. So I don't know, which is why when they discovered this little roommate that I have in my head, I thought for sure, this is the answer. This is why I have migraines. I've got a roommate behind my eye, and nope, I just have it anyway. It has nothing to do with the migraines. And I'm like, oh, thanks. That's great. Dizzy, my balance stuff. Yes, and I get kind of that aphasia a little bit where like, it's not necessarily that I mix up my words, but forming coherent sentences are a little bit more of a struggle. I'm using the olive black. Right? Well, and I'm sure when your mom, had those, like the technology didn't exist. Like it's amazing how only recently some stuff was discovered. So like I have Graves, runs in my family, but the fact of the matter is the test for Graves, I mean, did I say I'm using olive black? Didn't exist when my grandmother was around. And so she suffered from a lot of things. Now that I know what it is and I know what to look for, I was like, oh, she had undiagnosed Graves. And as it is, my mom's went undiagnosed for years until it landed her in the hospital. So as much as it sucks that I have to like take medication for it now, I take comfort in the fact that it's not going to land me in the hospital, 10 years from now because it was undiagnosed. Yeah, words are so hard. Oh my gosh. Squiggly line that gets larger, like looking at a water drop from the side of glass. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because I've been curious for sure. That is definitely the one symptom I have not experienced. But here's the crazy thing, is that out of all of me and my siblings, so I have a brother and two sisters, I'm the only one. And even like my mom gets the occasional headache, but it's usually triggered by something. But as far as like weekly, daily kind of thing, I'm the only one. It's like, well, what did I do wrong? Graves is, have you heard of like hyperthyroidism and hypothyroidism? Graves essentially puts you into hyperthyroidism. You're producing, if I remember this correctly, you're producing an extra amount of your T3s and T4s, which are your thyroid kind of factors. And so what you have to do is you have to go on medication to, so basically your thyroid is overproducing. And one of the symptoms of that is actually weight loss. Did not realize it. I just thought that I was a miracle and could eat waffles with abandon. Yeah, it was not the case. It explained my increased heart rate, which it's gotten so much better. Like, look at that. It's practically steady. Like, blows my mind. But basically, your thyroid is overproducing, and it puts you into hyperthyroidism, which can cause weight loss, irregular heartbeat, and if it goes untreated, can eventually cause atrial fibrillation, which is not good. So basically, that's the opposite of hypothyroidism. So the idea is they put you on medications to help regulate that. I'm still on them because what they have to look for is they test my thyroid factors every 3 months. I have to go and get blood drawn, and then basically what they need is they need the medicine to put me into hypothyroidism, because then that says that the drug is working too well, and it means that my thyroid has leveled out on its own. So it doesn't mean that I have to take medicine for it forever, but it does mean I need to be on it and still be monitored even after the fact. Oh, hey, Paul. Are we doing this today? Just don't get hair in my coffee, or not coffee, in my tea. I'll move it, okay? I know there's not really much room up here, but I will shift just a little bit. Just let me, we're gonna move the pencil case. Then you can put your butt over there, okay? Yep, that was my mom too. And so they have to watch her like very carefully now. And that's the thing, is like, it sucks that, okay, we're just gonna shift the booty, gentle shift, gentle booty shift. There you go. Okay, now you can, no, not on top of the paper. You sit there, you sit there. Angela, oh, that's so exciting. Ooh, now I wanna know, I'm super nosy. Yeah, Jeanette, that was with my mom too. Thankfully, they've leveled it out, but because it went undiagnosed for so many years, yeah, it's just causing more problems. So like I said, I dislike having to deal with that. But, you know, it makes it so that that won't happen down the road. You know, early detection helps with that. So yeah, and it's genetic. Oddly enough, after Maggie Smith passed away, now she didn't pass away from this as far as I know, but actually Maggie Smith, she had Graves as well. I was like, oh, well, that's not bad, having something common with the great Maggie Smith. Okay, I'm just using some black right now, adding in our shadows. But again, that's why all of this stuff about Graves and RA and all of these wonderful things that have come to light recently about me, it does make me wonder, with little Steve getting sick as often as he does, I'm just like, huh, I wonder. Because the funny thing is, I was looking at some pictures of him, and we were, now he can't have dye because he breaks out in hives if he does. We were at a summertime event, and I distinctly remember, I'm using yellow-green, I distinctly remember that particular day he had broken out in some hives on his ears. I thought at the time, well, yeah. I thought at the time he was having, we're using light green, a reaction to the sunblock I had put on him, because obviously I'd put it on his ears and everything else. And I was looking back at some pictures, and I had taken a picture of little Steve, and this is before we realized he couldn't have dye, of little Steve eating a snow cone. And it was that day, like I distinctly remember, I was like, oh my gosh, this has been a thing for ages, and we just didn't know it. And so I felt so bad that it took us that long to figure it out. But yeah, so sensitivities to dye, frequently getting sick, like, makes me wonder a little bit. But again, you know, trying to convince kiddos to sit still, to have blood drawn, it's not going to be easy. So we'll see. Yeah, right there. Perfect. Thank you, Christine. Yes, absolutely. And we've been able to manage it. In fact, somebody was asking, let's see, we're going to do these little things that are hanging off. And I think I want to do them in a like pinkish color, because we're going to do brown for the island bottom, but we're going to do these. So let's do like a pinkish red. Let's do, raspberry red and aubergine. Let's do that. That's all good. It's all good. I'm right there with you. All right, raspberry red. But yeah, I'm just like, there's a few little, you know, like, huh, these could potentially, because I mean, a lot of my stuff did not, I didn't realize it until, you know, I was much older. So if we can pinpoint what's going on with him earlier, that would be fabulous. So anyway, that is what has been going on over here, along with lots of other things. So we have some doctor appointments coming up. We're going to try and get to the bottom of this. So if you're watching it back and for whatever reason I have to cancel things and you're like, oh my God, why is she so flaky? It's like, nah, I just got complicated situations. So yeah, tis what it is. All right, so I'm just using the raspberry red, but I really have been kind of enjoying getting back into like a legit long-term page. I have not done like a large page like that in ages. And in fact, so a lot of the pages that I colored early days, I had them stored because I don't have space for them on my wall. And it's just like, well, we have them on Instagram. That's kind of the gallery there. But I was looking for something in the closet and I came across them again. And one of the reasons that they're there and not like folded up somewhere is because actually back in the day, I'm using aubergine, I laminated them. So I brought them out and I didn't know if you guys wanted to see some of them or not. I actually keep them in, oh, hang on, I think our music stopped. I keep them in a bag that I actually got from Caran way back when. They had sent me a kind of a thank you thing from Caran, and in it came this Johanna Basford Magical Jungle kind of canvas bag. But again, all of these, a lot of them are laminated. So I've actually done the dragon page in Enchanted Forest twice. Okay, buddy, you're super cute, but there's not gonna be room for this, okay? You're taking up half. You're such a big guy. Oh boy, he's like, no. There we go. Okay, so anyway, first I did it in red and green, and most of these were done with Prismacolors because that's all I use them, but you can see there's a shine, so it is laminated. But there was this one first. Poor cat. He gets so spoiled. It's not even kidding. So that one was a red and green, and then this one was my favorite. I actually did them all in all of the Prismacolor grays. So we have warm gray for the background. Sorry, French gray for these leaves, warm gray for the outside, and cool gray for the dragon itself. And then I did kind of a cool little thing here, which I really love, where it's almost as if he's burning the page. So this is probably one of my favorites of some of the older pictures that I've done. So yeah, definitely that. And then being the overachiever that I am, way back when Johanna's contests were based on skill, I wanted to try and submit as many as possible, but also I wanted to print them out larger. So do you guys remember when she did this one for Lost Ocean? So this is, how big is this? This is, let's see, I only have my 6-inch ruler here. So these are like 12 by 18, I think. Yeah. So these are like 12 by 18 size. Hi, Kara. These are 12 by 18. So this one definitely did in Prismacolor. And then I did another one here. I did acrylic paint on the background, and then I did him kind of in gold. And then, let's see, I feel like there was another whale, but maybe not. This one was one that I scanned in, and it was originally one of those puzzle images. So I scanned it in and had them printed out large and colored it this way. So there's that one. Then let's see, this was another contest one. So another 12 by 18. Welcome back. Angela, I'm nosy. Are we allowed to know? Speaking of which, I don't remember if I told you guys, Johanna's gonna be on the channel on the 20th. This one was from, this might have been a printout also because it's too big to be the extended edition, but I tried to do like seasonal fairies. Ah, gotcha. Seasonal fairies. And so there's like a little bit of glitter on here as well. I might have used like a wink of Stella, but there's that one. And then I think it was the butterfly was also that might have been for Ivy and Inky butterfly. So huge butterfly. I think I did Ergosoft, but with a white Prismacolor. Ah, yes. Another whale. So this was almost with like a pointillism stippling kind of whale. So there's that one. Another butterfly. And that one was like, I think a 10 or 12 by 12, maybe? Yeah, 12 by 12. And then when I say, like, I literally have these all in this bag. Like, I have photographed them ages ago, but these all used to be hung on my wall. Because that was how I decorated my studio at the time, was with these. Oh, thank you. So I laminated a few of the postcards. And some of them will actually have like little staple holes because I would staple them against the wall. But I really liked this one because it was raised because I used the Winsor & Newton like gold ink. Then another one, this one, I loved. To boldly go where no bunny has gone before. So I did like a galaxy and added some planets and yeah. Star Trek. I was trying to do something different. This was before I learned that if you do a bunch of dots all equidistant from one another, it looks like it's snowing rather than stars. Fun story about this one. I finished this one. I think I have a link to it on my website, unless I removed it. At some point, a magazine article pulled this image and used it and stuff. And in fact, I've seen this image used on, you know, like Temu or, you know, those websites that will steal images and then make products out of them or whatever. First of all, not my illustration. Second of all, was my coloring. So yeah, thievery all the way, but you really can't do much about them. This one was another one where I scanned in a portion of Magical Jungle and then made it larger. And this was with watercolor. This is when she did the 30 Days of Flowers. I did these in every single different kind of medium. This was coffee. This was like a peach tea. And then of course I did pencils, markers, all that kind of stuff. Right, a little bit. Let's see, we got one that came out of the book. This was Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. Like I said, I took a lot of them out and I would hang them up. Is this World of Flowers? I want to say World of Flowers. And I want to say we actually did at least this one on stream. This was a free download that she had done in a magazine, I think. Anyway, I printed it out really light and then used watercolor and colored pencil on that one. World of Flowers, I believe. This was when she partnered with Google, and then this was a free download, so I downloaded that and colored it. We have Rooms of Wonder. I believe I did this one on stream. This one is when I discovered that neon glows in black light. So there's that. This one I'm pretty sure. Oh, okay. This one we did on stream. This one was what I did the first time around. So I almost feel like I should do this again just to see how I changed. Like I need to look up the dates on them, because I would still do this differently even now. Oh, nice. This was that color along that she did when Johanna's Christmas came out, and then I finished it on my own. This was the very first page that we did for a live stream. I don't believe I have that live stream up anymore. I had to remove some older ones, but this is our very first live stream page. Then we had Johanna's Christmas. We did this one on stream. The Green Truck, World of Flowers. I think this is World of Flowers. I was gonna say Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, but it's a 10 by 10, so. Magical Jungle. Magical Jungle or World of Flowers? No, Magical Jungle. Another whale. I've colored this whale a lot. Johanna's Christmas. I like this one. This was, I think this was Magical Jungle also, isn't it? Hang on, let me sip of water here. Oh, nice, Kim. So yeah, I mean, I have all of these done because people ask me, what do you do with your brand? I'm like, I don't know, I kind of store them. I feel like Instagram's kind of like my display area. Like no one else is going to see it. Like, and everybody here has already seen it. I think we did this one on stream. I don't know if we finished it on stream, but it looks like I did some watercolor for the backgrounds and then Ergosoft. A lot of them, yes. Early days, I did mostly Ergosoft and Prismacolor. A lot. Our little woodland bunny. Oh, I did this one while I either had COVID or was recovering from my tonsillectomy. Can't remember. Point is, I was sick when I did that one. This one was one I did ages ago. I had such a hard time photographing it and getting the color right. There's definitely some wax bloom on it. Like, I don't know if I've got, let's see. See if this changes it at all. Not as much, but yeah, this one definitely has some wax bloom issues. A Christmas one, again, a lot of these I would do differently. This was an early one as well. Enchanted Forest, obviously, I think we've redone this since. Oh, awesome. Yes, absolutely. This one was part of one's, so Magical Jungle was the first book that I got as early release from Johanna, and I colored the heck out of this page. And this was one of the first images from Magical Jungle that Johanna reshared. I love that. And then for a while, I went through a phase where I had to add anything and everything to the pages. So this one, I added pumpkins and little Welcome, Great Pumpkin, to this one. So it was my fall one. Hi, Callie. Aw, thank you. Oh, no, it has absolutely changed so much. Absolutely so much. Seahorses. I like this one. I like how that turned out a lot. But see, looking at this now, I'm like, oh, I should have some shadow here, or where these overlap. Like I said, I would do things absolutely differently. World of Flowers. I think we did this one on stream. Ah, that's right. No, thanks, Angela. I did like how this one turned out. This was also Prismacolor. Definitely a very warm, warm palette. And then World of Flowers? Pretty sure it was Ergosoft with a white, white Prismacolor. We did this one on stream. This was an early on stream one. Yay, Angela! That's amazing! Oh, we better get cracking then. Here I am, just chatting. Lost Ocean. I haven't done a ton from Lost Ocean, but I do love how this one turned out. Polar Bear competition. Polar Bear number 1. Polar Bear number 2. I might have done a Polar Bear number 3. And we got Lost Ocean again. And again, this was me printing them out like on a large 12 by 12. Sausage Dog and Small Victories in yellow, orange, and green. Oh, I love that. That's adorable. Then we've got the jellyfish. This one, I just did the back part, not the mermaids. It's got yellow on it for whatever reason. I'm thinking something must have transferred onto there. And this was from the artist edition of Enchanted Forest. Artist edition of Secret Garden. This was the very first video that I filmed. The very first video. At the time, I don't remember the poundage, but I was getting it done where we lived before at a local print shop. I want to say it was 120 pound cardstock at 12 by 18. But it's like, it wasn't even advertised that was the paper. I had to like special request it in the shop, and I only knew because that's what I used. Secret Garden, Artist Edition. I am sad that they're not carrying the Artist Editions anymore, but it was nice to color in them. I really like the colors. This was Enchanted Forest Artist Edition. The cardstock was just flipping brilliant. And then I used, I added a brick wall to behind it. I want to say we did this one on stream. I believe so. Looks like it was white paint and Prismacolors. One of the many dragonflies that I've done, so this would have been part of the artist edition also. This is an early one. Owl. Then we've got the boat. I actually did a wood burning of this one. So a lot of those artist editions. This one has been floating around a little bit. There was an interview that Johanna did of me. I don't know if it's still on her website. Might have been on her blog, but this is one of the images that I used for it. So this was the Prismacolor, but it was the artist edition of Enchanted Forest. I think Enchanted Forest, but I added all the stones and everything, obviously. Secret Garden for this one. Looks like I used a little bit of Winka Stella on there. But again, artist edition. A lot of these ones that are this size are going to be the artist edition. So yeah, this one is Secret Garden. This one, I love this one. Took me forever to finish, for absolute and ever. Absolutely. Enchanted Forest, maybe? Enchanted Forest or Secret Garden, I can't remember. I think this is Secret Garden. Did the bugs. I did use a gold metallic Prismacolor on this one, and you can kind of see the line texture on it, and I actually like it because it almost looks like all of the bugs are sitting on some sort of gold velvet, which I think turned out really cool. This one was my rendition of Weeping Angels and Doctor Who, and that's supposed to be the Time Vortex. Oh, yeah, coughs are no fun. Little Steve has viral-induced asthma, so he's always got a lingering cough when he's sick. Let's see. Pastels, I think, on the background. And then, I want to say an oil-based pencil on here. This is not Prismacolors. Oh, I love it. Hold on. Now I want to look. Everybody, quick, pull out your phones. Because now I want to see. What she posted. Hang on. Let's see. Unofficial web tester. I love it. Love it. Congrats. This one is the Enchanted Forest. Secret Garden. This one I did pretty easy. I just did a watercolor background, painted over the whole thing, then blocked out all of this. I should do another one like this. Blocked out all of this and then added white speckles so it almost looks like night. So, love it. I should do this again though. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. Okay, then we have got Lost Ocean, Enchanted Forest. He was my St. Patrick's Day squirrel, very green with a rainbow background. This was my one pencil challenge. This used the Prismacolor colorless blender and Tuscan red. That's all I used on that one. Went through a lot of indigo and black color pencils on this one. Enchanted Forest. This one got great reception online. I used some of that Winsor & Newton gold ink with a black background, did the peacock. Right, absolutely. Well, I saw them yesterday and I was like, you know what? Chat might want to see this. This was some leftover tissue paper. Like I said, it's all Johanna's stuff in here from when she sent me Johanna's Christmas. Like I have some of it up on the wall, like I don't know if you can see. Okay, yeah. You see this blue stuff right here? That's wrapping paper from, which one was it? Rooms of Wonder? Ivy and the Inky Butterfly? I can't remember. I don't know that it did, but you know, Prismacolors aren't light fast, so I would say some of it, yes, but the ones especially that had pastel on them, it did keep it intact. Magical Jungle. This was from her collaboration with Honest Soap, I think it was. Was it Honest Soap? Anyway, it was a soap company, and this is the wrapping, so she offered as a free download. The one and only Halloween image she has ever done. I printed off on large paper. Another 12 by 12 Lost Ocean. Another Magical Jungle. I feel like I did this one twice. Then we have Johanna's Christmas with the star. So yeah, I've been doing it and completed a lot of them for a while. It's kind of a heavy pile. But I came across them yesterday. I was just like, oh yeah, Chad would probably want to see this. It's kind of cool. Like I said, little blast from the past, just a little bit. Okay, we can get back to coloring now because I am making so much progress on this because I don't get distracted in any way, shape, or form. Of course, I enjoy, like I said, we've been coloring since, when did I start this? 2015? So yeah, there was a lot to share. A lot to share using just the raspberry red. But it was kind of nice to look back and be like, oh, because I distinctly remember like some of the Magical Jungle ones. Like I recall where my desk was because we lived in an apartment at the time. So, you know, I just colored in whatever corner we had. But some of those early ones, I just filmed straight from our dining room table. No extra lighting with my phone in a yogurt cup. One of those big ones, just kind of propped up in there. All right, let's get sepia. So, yeah. It's all good. But it is funny because like I can look at that now and I go, oh, you know what this needs? This, this, and this. So it's definitely my style. My style is the same, but yet it's still changed. So yeah. Also my stamina to do larger pages has waned a little bit. I mean, you saw I did the dragon twice. Who does those dragon double page spreads twice? I've also done the 4-page Lost Ocean spread in the back. I only did that once though, but that was 4 pages. Oh my gosh. I don't foresee myself doing those ones again. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Johanna's pages, like all of them. But like I said, I don't have as much, as good attention span as I used to. I can admit my faults. But yeah, it's been nice to just kind of unplug a bit and work on those pages. Okay, so let's see, let's actually grab a little bit of the light olive. I'm gonna put a little bit of green here. I really should redo some of those sometime and see how much it would change. Okay. So yeah, we've got 2 weeks to finish this one. Well, I mean, you can print them off. We do it again. Like for the older ones, you know, that's the same thing for me. Like if I missed like Shannon's or Corey's or Suzanne's or whatever, and I go back and rewatch it, I'll be like, ooh, I'll go back. Then of course, you know, I can add a comment and everything, but it's that I want to add what I have to say in the moment. And I'm like, well, I can't do that now. Right, Michelle? Yeah, I would not be able to do a lot of those now. I am using salmon pink, but yeah. I am proud of how well I've been able to stick with that other one. I've come this far, like I can't just abandon it, you know? All right, now we're gonna use the dark carmine. Exactly. I'll be honest though, like comments later, not that I don't like comments later, I'm talking about like for way back when. People who have never been to the channel somehow will find, because I had this one video, no clue why it took off. It was how to do a watercolor background. For whatever reason, it was my most viewed video, like almost to date. Like a few of them have surpassed it now since I unlisted them. And so I never really did because it brought in ad revenue. Not a ton, but it was nice. But the amount of comments that I have gotten on some of my really early videos where they either hated my sound or my light up or criticized the way that I did things, it's like, okay, I need you, before you add your unsolicited advice, sir or madam, I need you to look at the date. This was 2015. We are in 2024. Like, it's been a little bit, okay? Like, bye, Dawn. I promise you, I have improved with what I do. So, yeah, I was just like, I'm just gonna pull those down. So yes, not all of the videos from early days are still up, but some are. I think the one that probably gets the most traction now, let's see, that was Dark Carmine, now we're using Aubergine, I have one that's like how to cover a leaf in every Johanna Basford book at the time. Because of course she's had new books come out, but that probably has been my most successful uploaded video. I don't know, maybe I need to do one all about how to use gouache in Johanna's books. All right. Honestly, I haven't like uploaded any videos in ages. Like I like the editing form of short form content. I do. All right, now we're gonna do light green. Hang on. Okay, we're good. Like I said, I'm paranoid today that I'm gonna get a message from one of the kids and yeah. Right? And you know, some of them I can tell they're trying to you know, be helpful, I suppose, but I don't know, if it's like near a decade ago, I gotta assume that they've changed things since then. Anyway, I was just like, yeah, we're gonna take this one off the list now. D. Okay, so now we're gonna do this one. We did kind of neutral colors for these mushrooms up here, so I think we're gonna kind of still run with that. So let's do russet. And we're going to be using white gouache paint on these circles. In fact, I'm going to add some water to my gouache paint so it has time to soften a bit. And we're going to add that here shortly. Let's see. Let's use the olive light. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, raise a hand in chat if you've put away your Halloween decorations. Just quick little raise of hands. Oh, that one is still kind of damp. That's good. Just do a little bit. Okay, let's grab a brush. And if you have put away, your Halloween decorations, raise a hand if you've put up your Christmas decorations. I told Steve, because we still have some stuff going on this weekend that would interfere with Christmas decor. I told Steve that after this weekend, the world sucks right now, so I'm putting up my Christmas decorations early. I am taking my joy where I can get it. So I told him, like, nope, that's it. Christmas decorations are good. I did. Love it, Shannon. Yeah, no, I just flat out told him, like, nope, the world sucks. I'm putting up Christmas decorations. I want my joy. And also, it's been really stressful because the kids keep getting sick. So I'm putting up the tree. So, not this weekend, but next week, you better believe I'm going to be decking the hallways in the living room. Hi, Colorful. Like I said, I've been seeing like recipes for like homemade apple cider. Question: if you have made homemade apple cider, like the ingredients that I'm seeing are like allspice, cinnamon, oranges, obviously apples, and brown sugar, but it seems like no Christmas until Thanksgiving weekend. Halloween down, Thanksgiving went up, Christmas after Thanksgiving. That's fair. That's fair. 3rd December, so decorations go up. Oh, I love that. Oh crud, what was I gonna say? I lost it. Never mind. My brain's working a bit overtime these days. But yeah, so they'll be up by Thanksgiving. Steve's instinct is to not to, but I'm like, nope. Christmas is not up yet. Yeah, after birthday makes sense. See, the thing of it is Steve and I both worked at a grocery store for quite a while. It's really bright. And so it would drive him nuts because all of the Christmas stuff would be out like super early. And he's like, oh my God. And I'm just over here like, wee, more Christmas. That does mean, though, I need to start thinking about doing Christmas shopping. Also, I've been trying to decide if I want to do Christmas cards this year. I usually send them out to like the streamers and everything too, but I just don't know. In past years, I've barely gotten them in under the wire, but I don't know if I'm going to do them this year. I just feel like it might be one more thing. Like maybe for the grandparents and stuff, but I don't know. Do a lot of people still even do Christmas cards? Hi, Renee. Oh, wait, I messed up. Oh, missed it. That was a mix of words. Apple cider recipe. Anyway, oh yes, so my question is, they add brown sugar to their apple cider, and then you can put it in the crock pot and let it sit. Anybody that's made apple cider from scratch, do you think it would be detrimental if I put just a fraction of the brown sugar, or even omitted the brown sugar entirely, or put honey in it instead? I'm trying to decide if it will work, and I don't want to waste the apples. Let's see. I'm going to sit down. Your pages are gorgeous. Oh, thanks. Kitchen making dairy / sugar-free eggnog. How do you make that? Like, the sugar-free I get, but the dairy-free? Did you make it like almond milk? Do I have any bee charms? Giving up on Christmas cards because the postage. That's the other thing. Is I end up spending so much on postage. It's kind of ridiculous. Hang on. Let me check on the bee charms. I moved the box over here because I was sorting through it. the other night. One second. Ow. Hurt my finger. Emily says she'd rather breathe underwater. Hi, Christine. Do I like tart or sweet? Well, see, I've kind of trained myself not to have as much sugar. So in an ideal world, I would say sweet, but I just want to do it in a way. I want to be able to enjoy it, but I also don't want a migraine, you know? Honey and coconut sugar. I haven't tried coconut sugar. That might be worth it. Unless you want it to be sweeter. You can always use a sweeter apple variety. That's what I'm thinking, because natural sugars don't seem to bother me. Oh, there you go. For your eggnog. Interesting. Maybe I assume that coconut sugar is still going to be like super sweet though, like, because it says sugar. What were you looking for? A bee charm? Got one more fish. I do know that I've got a couple that need to be redeemed. Let me make sure, because I don't want to list one that somebody's already claimed. No false hopes here. Let's see. Sorry, the login is like 20 bajillion steps to log in. I know we're not coloring very much today. Like we'll get there. We'll get it done. It's not got a lot to talk about. Let's see. We have got, oh, just the one. Oh, it's Emily. She's got a quilt square. Oh yeah, okay. So everything in here. Oh no, wait. That was my old one. I'm like, that was me. There we go. Okay, so we've got a quilt square for Cece, rainbow flower bead, and oh, Allison. Is Allison here? I need to ask her about which frame she wants alternatively. Okay, so there's some zoo animals, and a couple robots. No bees there. Oh, right. I know. I've been looking at Hobby Lobby whenever they go, but we got two more tassels. We got like a lavender and lilac. Butterfly. No bees there. I'm thinking no. We have another butterfly. We've got the cherry blossom. Got one TARDIS left. Yeah, we don't have any bees. I can keep an eye out for bees. Okay. Honestly, I've been trying to do better and not go to Hobby Lobby as much. We got Christmas coming up. Probably what I should, oh, dang it, got my arm out. Probably what I should buckle down is do what little Emily suggests. Make some more. I want to fine tune the necklace straps, or you know, the chain, or the oh, words are hard, you know, like the faux leather strap to go with it. Maybe I should just buckle down and do a couple of them for Christmas. It's not like I have to have a full stock of them. I really enjoy them. There was a Christmas bazaar at the gallery that I did the festival with. They were, you know, you could get like a little booth corner or whatever, which appealed to me. It did, but I would not have had the time to make as many necklaces as I would have needed to do that. And at that point, I hadn't even figured out how exactly I want to do them. Oh wait, hold on. What did I miss? Hang on. A bit more water in there. What did I miss? Hold up. Oh, Hannah, I'm so sorry. Oh, lots of virtual hugs, hon. Yes, go do what you need to, hon. I'm so sorry you're going through that. Lots of hugs and love from us. Power tools. You got power tools. I got the noisy dogs. Hi, Britt. Yeah, no, lots of hugs here. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss. Yeah, of course, Stella. I keep putting my arm in this, you guys. Yeah, it's so hard when those kinds of things happen. Oh, what do we got? Renee, assorted coffee charm. Okay. Let's see. I need to rinse this paintbrush so it doesn't get ruined. So give me 1 second. We're gonna add a little bit of shape to those. Come off the shirt to those little white dots when that dries completely. Okay, all right. I need to make some serious headway in the next hour. Drop the mic. Sorry, was that really loud? Okay, note to self, put the mic on first. Don't let it fall on the floor. And yet no one is surprised because it's me. Renee, is that your last one? No, I think you have one. That's number 7. I was thinking about that today. That yeah, you got one more. As people fill, oh, that's why it's so dark in here. I didn't turn on the office light. Hang on. Couldn't figure out why everything was so dark. I had my overhead lights on and everything. But I was like, why is it so dark back here? Yeah, you got one more. So I was thinking, oh man, I better keep streaming though. Give it a chance to finish it. I was thinking as squares get finished, since we're just gonna keep going with the quilt anyway, as they get finished, so like Renee's close to finishing hers, Sue has quite a few. Yeah, there's a number. I was thinking I can start stitching those together because I want to alternate the colors. I'll need to figure out how I want to lay it out, but I thought it would be fun to, like, as they're getting finished, just stitch them to it. Okay, so let's do, oh, we got this little guy up here, but actually let's jump right into this. So let's grab, let's see, ochre, is that what I want? Yeah, we're gonna start with ochre, and we're just gonna fill in this whole side of the mountain. It's the lightest color, and we're actually, I think we're gonna do the rest of this dirt all at the same time. Probably gonna use a glitter gel pen on the vine there. I love it, Natalie, I love it. Oh, that's awesome, Renee. You know, that's the thing though, is like through text, like if you had said it like right in, like to my face, not like it's a thing, but you know, in real life, it's so much easier to read tone than it is text. So you're probably right. I probably would have like, oh, no, I'm sorry. Although I feel like you should be able to. Streamlabs needs to add more variations. The thing of it is a lot of these like extra things, they're programmed for Twitch and not for YouTube. So I always feel like the way that they program for YouTube is kind of secondary. Like the fact that you have to be chatting to earn your points. I feel like even lurkers should be able to earn points, which is how it works on Twitch, but the point system on Twitch works as a separate entity from the bots. Like it's worked into their stuff. Right, Kim? Exactly. Which is why one of these days they need to make it over to the UK, man. I need to like get a summer home there or just move there. Steve would be cool with that, right? We just leave everything so I can go hang out with my color and buds in another country. I'm totally down with that. Yeah, we could do that today. I know we haven't done it recently, but like the streams were all kind of all over the place. But yes, I think we could do that. Right? Don't you just love that? which is so funny because it's like, oh, there's no jobs. We need workers. Well, then hire the workers that you need that want the jobs. Right? Yeah, like I said, that's exactly how Twitch does it, but Nightbot does points differently than the rest of the thing, because there's a guy that I watch. This is going to be much darker brown, so I think we'll be able to make this spider disappear a little bit better. And that's how you earn points, just by watching. However, you can't earn the points if the person is muted. So usually what I do if I'm in the middle of something, or, you know, like the kids are around, because it's not always, you know, super family friendly, is I will just turn the volume down until there's just like, you know, it's at like a 1, and then go from there. So that works for it, because lurking definitely counts. Right, butterflies? Exactly. See the new color soft pastel pencils. Ooh, I don't know. Like, my instinct is to ask Shannon or Kenny, because they're really familiar with the colors. But I have not, no. After 7 years off, my babies eventually got my foot in the door. See, there you go. Yep, that's exactly. Yeah, I don't know how it would work for me. I mean, I consider this work, because I also do a lot of stuff, you know, outside of this. You know, we've got the Etsy store, and I'm really trying to, I know I took like a little bit of a hiatus on posting all the time because I was just too busy for it. But I really want to focus on bringing more viewership to my Instagram. Like, I'm working on TikTok, but, you know, who knows if it's going to end up getting banned. So it's not something I'm spending too much energy doing, because I don't want to put all that work into something and then not be able to use it anymore. But for me, I figure I can focus on posting plenty of content as regularly as I can, and eventually getting those numbers up, because once you get those numbers up, then that's when you start getting companies that reach out. Because I get plenty of companies that reach out that just want to send me their stuff in exchange for a review. But I've told you guys before too, I'm at the point now where I don't want to do it for like product exchange anymore. It's like people say it all the time. There was a clip I saw of a little girl, and they were interviewing them. They said, "Oh, what school do you go to?" And she says, "My school didn't pay me to advertise for them." And I'm just like, oh my gosh, get it, girl, you know? And so I was like, that's kind of what it's like, because of the amount of work that I put into making my videos. I was like, no, we need to do it for that. So anyway, that is my goal, is to raise my viewership enough on Instagram that companies that actually want to sponsor, like, start reaching out. And then of course, you know, revenue for watches and whatnot. But it's hard to finagle that all out, you know, like just figuring out how to make it work. I mean, the algorithm is so fickle as it is. YouTube channel, things I do for it is, oh, that's good. That's good. 50s is the new 30s, right? Right, Renee? Oh, really, Michelle? I love that. True. Okay, this seems really bright. It's so hard to get like the color accurate for you guys. Hi, Julie. But yeah, so that's my ultimate goal, to become a little bit more not independent in my income. That's not the right thing. But that I think is where my refocused goal is right now. So I need to, things, like I said, since stuff had to get rescheduled for that weekend, things aren't super slowing down yet, but I want to kind of reevaluate my schedule after I've got a bit more time, which is hilarious. Time? What's that? What is this time you speak of? I am just using ivory black at the moment. So I figure I'll just keep posting what I know works and go from there. Because honestly, I think most of the time when things go viral, you never really know why it went viral. Like, I had a post go kind of semi-viral on TikTok. Like, it's got, how many? It's got a couple 100,000 views, I think. Enough that it's like mini viral, right? No clue why it went viral. Not a clue. It wasn't anything super spectacular. It was a Christine Caran page with the pan pastels that Ev sent, and it just blew up. And actually, it did pretty decent over on Instagram too. I just wish I knew what I did. That's the stuff in the spice jar, right? Oh my gosh. And extra arms and the ability to clone myself. Like, that would be fabulous. Or I just need to get super rich and famous and be able to hire a chauffeur and a housekeeper. That's what I need. And a chef. Honestly, if you could have any of your day-to-day things, like you could hire someone to do your day-to-day stuff, whether it's gardening or having a chef or a chauffeur or even, you know, like a butler to answer the door. That's what they do, right? I don't know. I've never had one. If you could hire anyone to do something for you on a daily basis that you do not have time for nor enjoy doing, what is that one thing? Housekeeper, hands down, right? I know, that's the thing, Angela. It's like, I feel like housekeeper, but chef would, like, if you could only choose one, a chef would be amazing. Amazing. Laundry, dishes, housekeeper, right? Yeah, housekeeper and cooking, that would be so good. I think that if I had to choose only one, it would probably be a chef, because that opens up so much, like as far as like cooking time and everything else. Yeah, there you go. Well, that's one way to go for it. I'm down with that. Yeah, I would probably, if I had to choose and could only choose one, it would probably be a chef. Right, Mona? Well, and think about it too, because I have so many diet restrictions, it would be so nice to not have to think about that. Just have somebody automatically make something that I know I can eat. Right? Like, that would be amazing. Chef. Yep, exactly. I want to be a chef, maybe. You're like, well, thanks for the offer, but... Or you just tell Brian and he'd be like, that's cool. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. How much does it pay? Oh my gosh. You know, rising price of groceries. Feet pictures are still an option, right? That's a thing. It's totally a thing. There's something for everyone, man. I saw this video. This video, was it the other day or last night? I can't remember. And this woman serves her husband his meal. I don't know if it was breakfast, lunch. There you go, Karen. I don't know if it's breakfast or lunch or whatever. But she gives him his meal, says, here you go, baby, and then takes a spoon and starts stirring his water like she's mixing something in. And he's like looking at her while she's doing this, like, not a clue. Not a clue. And she walks away after, like, she says, enjoy, and, you know, taps the spoon on the side of the glass. And he's looking at her like he's completely baffled. And he just says, he's like, you know that if you kill me, I'm broke, right? I have no money. And of course, because it's, you know, it's just a prank. She's just like, oh yeah, it's fine. But I love that his thing was, you know, I have no money, right? Like, you're not gonna benefit from anything. But and then after he's like, well, I had a good life, and he drinks the water anyway. So, you know, that's the thing. It has to be nostalgic for something. I'm telling you, man, something for everyone. It's all good. I know it seems like we slowed down, but what I'm doing is I'm trying to do like all the underside of the islands all at once. So, you know, it's an option. It's an option for sure. I don't know. There's always that only crayons, you know, only fans for coloring. What would you do? Like sharpen a pencil because it takes off the coating? Would Would that work? I don't really know. There you go, pet feet pics. There you go. Only crayons where we sharpen pencils and I don't know. Crochet covers for the pencils and then take the crochet cover off. That'd be a thing, right? This is getting weird, isn't it? I think it's getting weird. I'm gonna stop now. In this economy, anything's acceptable, right? Sort them, put them away. Oh, there you go. They call the Caran dash plate. Look at you, you brazen hussy. Very weird, right? I mean, and yet no one is surprised. No one is, right? Ooh, that's good stuff. Those woodless colored pencils. Those are the provocative ones. Curse you, Koh-i-Noor. Well, I think we've just made a 5-year plan. There we go. Dude, that's got to be a thing for someone, right? I feel like we're missing out on like a key demographic here, you know? We're already live streaming coloring. There's got to be someone that enjoys that. Theoretically though, think about it though. You have those I've always thought it'd be great to like make an Instagram channel where it's like cleaning videos. Hi Steve, you came in at the right time. I'm thinking about starting an only crayons where we show unclothed pencils and blenders, and we sharpen pencils on stream and then put them away. Well, that'd be nice, but I think technically you still have to have a passport. The tickets thing, obviously, and there's the cost for gas, but I think you would still have to have passports, wouldn't you? Because you still have to go through the proper channels, land at the airport, go through customs. I would think so. Right, Kara? Seriously. Hey, man. If it's gonna make it so we can afford eggs, then I'm down with it. Floating landmasses, right? Exactly. I know this page seriously reminds me of Avatar, like the floating islands in Avatar when they go up in the mountains to like claim their flying steed. Well, guys, it's an avenue. If things ever go super south, we're gonna create our website. Who forget website? Like I could totally make an Instagram. Oh yeah, but what I was saying is like people like a cleaning account, right? Where you just sweep things up and like wipe off a counter. Not a specific like full house cleaning kind of thing, but just an account where it's just clean, like those rug cleaning videos, right? Where it's just household things. Clean a mirror, wipe a counter. Right? Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Probably met a couple. It's very possible. You know, I get some weirdos in DMs every now and then. Like the guys that try and send me messages, and it's like, I have 1, maybe 2 videos on my Instagram where it shows partial me. Like not even like my full face or anything. And it's just like, oh, that one where I was putting those pencil cases into boxes, that's what did it for you, right? For all you know, I'm not even a woman. There was nothing telling in those. It's like, are you sure? It's like when I get those spam offers for collaborations. The ones I've been getting recently are for like car stuff for the inside of your car, and I'm like, I'm a coloring channel. I get offers like, here, we want to send you our brand new summer bikini. It's like, okay, first of all, you clearly have not watched the channel because let's be honest, bikini? I don't think so. Second of all, I'm basically a faceless account. Like, yes, I am the perfect account with the absolute exact demographic that I need to advertise bikinis. Adult only coloring channel, right? Look, it's an idea, guys. Feet pics and only crayons. That's what's gonna get us through. Steve, you cool with that? I'm gonna start a Instagram where I provocatively sharpen pencils. I don't know. Hey guys, what do you say? Sure, and have the dog model it on stream. Boom, sponsorship done. There you go. Clearly I do, Kara, because I was actually noticing the other day that tan line from when I just annihilated my leg from painting in the river. It's still there. It's the weirdest. Show the biggies, Steve, right? The sharpened pencils in the blue bikini, right? Oh my gosh. No, forget that it was an Oz. I'll just record the cats meowing, and every time I sharpen, it's just gonna be like, meow, meow, meow. Every time I turn it. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm dying. Hi, Marilyn. Woo! Yep, that's just we're designing our new. Oh my gosh, yes. We're designing our new Instagram account for increased grocery prices. It's gonna be our Only Crayons account where we provocatively sharpen pencils. Tight-fitting sportswear has time to ask for a compression leotards. Right? Hold on, you get a cat-shaped sharpener if you. Oh, I didn't even think about that, Durbin. Right? Right? Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, okay. Deep breath. Whew, I haven't laughed that hard at all recently. Whew. Okay, I'm good. You know, we're laughing, but why do I have the inclination that, like, it would still pop off? Like, that's one of those obscure ideas that you have that it would legit. Okay, Only Crayons, copyright Emily Illustrator. Of course, I don't know. Wait a minute. Do I want to be affiliated? Maybe not copyright. Copyright by copyright. We came up with the idea here. Oh boy. We got the plan, guys. Underground after. Coloring after dark. You know, it could work. I know it, right? Like, we laugh, but I have a weird suspicion that it would work. Like, it's something to consider, man. Coloring after dark, Steve's dreams. No, Steve, you're not allowed. I can't have other women being turned on by your pencil sharpening capabilities, Steve. Intellectual property, there we go. Right, Karen? Oh man. All right, guys, there's our $1 million idea. That's how we fund how we fund our pencil sharpening thing. Okay, in the dark recess of the basement of the wee hours, it peels the paper off the glistening wax underneath. Right? Just actual crayons. The thing is I almost said that earlier over sharpening, but you know, it could be a thing. It could be a thing. You know, we're gonna use the X-Acto knife, right? And we're just gonna gently shave the coating off the pencils. Notice I did not do that with the Pablos. Look, it's so gently blow it away. It's so provocative. Library put in suggestions to start an adult coloring group. Oh no. Did they think that it was adult coloring? There we go. Well, we'll do in bold caps with tiny little asterisks on either side, adult coloring. Glad I could help. Just really do the manicure, like long nails with very provocative red nail polish. That's a horde. Yeah, when I use it, probably, Marilyn. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Well, that's the plan. That's how I'm going to pay off student loans. Just, you know, open up an Only Crayons. Heck, we could open it up to like all art medium. Oh, right, Kim? No, absolutely. Like, I have to preface, be like, just so you know, like, it's not adult because it's adult. It's because grown-ups do. It's quite the misnomer. In fact, who started? Like, I know that Johanna put out the adult coloring books, right? But was it her that coined the phrase adult coloring? Or was it just coloring for adults and then it got kind of morphed into adult coloring? Now I'm curious. All right, I'm going to do the shadow for this one, but since it's not touching it, we're going to kind of do it off to the side just a little bit. Hi, Blue, you came in at a great time. we're talking about our Only Crayons channel. We're going to start. It's a thing, man. Feel like wrestler, right? Put the crayons, stand them up in a one of those candle warmer things, and whichever crayon holds out the longest before completely melting is the winner. Just do a time lapse of which crayon is going to melt first. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Whew. Forget putting like the red light district, the lights in the windows. We're going to put containers of crayons that melt in the windows. Right, exactly. Allison. Oh, Allison, you're here. Oh, I need to ask you. Right, Caran, melting between pieces of wax is steam. Butterfly. Allison, I've been meaning to ask. Okay, so let's see. Where do I have here? There. Okay. You had, I haven't hung these back up yet. You had 2 picture frames on yours. We only had, right, we only had one of the picture frame that you requested. Your second one, the 2 options that you gave, we didn't have either of those. So I had it set aside because I wanted to ask you, I wanted to show you what we had and ask you which one you would like instead. So we've got 2 of the small victories. Let's see, we got a few emote ones. We've got a Herald one, a donut. And so these are the frame charms that are left, or do you want to switch to something other than a frame? Right? You just never know. We're either talking about food or crayon suggestiveness. First rule of Coloring Club, we don't talk about Coloring Club. Exactly, exactly. So, yes, which one would you like, or do you want a different charm? If you want to think about it, you can always message me later. Is there a small victory coloring book or victory book in the frame? Yes, yes, I have 2 of them. Let's do small victories. Okay, perfect. So now we have one of them. But yeah, so I've got small victories, and we've got some worlds within worlds. But yeah, there's one more small victories frame. That's not something like I'd be able to sell, but just for the sake of our things, I think it's all right. All right, so let's see. I am not making as much progress on this today as I would. I know that we said we're going to do the whole thing all the way through, but given how distracted I've been, which is totally my bad, not your guys's, but I'm sure you will get tired of us coloring this page eventually. So what I might do is finish up the underside of the floating islands by myself so that we can get caught up everywhere else. And again, totally my fault because I have been way too distracted and, you know, rabbit trails and only crayons. It happens. It happens. So I'll finish up the underside of the islands on my own. Yeah, see, it's 11:47 already. And then we can do the rest of it. And let's actually do a poll. Because since I've been doing that other page, like, I'm in the background mood. So if, I'm glad, if, you know, for when we do this, do we want to do background? Yay or nay? All right. Cashew Road. No idea what I'll do for it yet, but I feel like I'm in. What color am I using now? I'm using Van Dyke Brown. Van Dyke Brown. Oh, awesome. You're good, Kim. You're just fine. I think I have like at least a minute cool down on it, and I just went over those mushrooms a little bit. But that's what we do, right? Color and chat. Every now and then I'll get those comments where it goes, you talk too much. It's like, well, people, it's a color and chat. That's what we do. Sometimes we talk recipes. Sometimes we're a little more nonsensical. Because where, you know, it's nonsensical. Is sensical by itself a word? I don't know. What's life if you can't be a little goofy sometimes, especially now? All right, let's do some sepia. Ooh, that could work. The other thing is too, I mentioned that it reminds me of like Avatar. So we could do like a sky. I mean, which isn't, you know, a novel idea because it's, you know, a floating island. But I could think about it a little bit and see what we want to do with it. Ooh, I love it. Right? Exactly. It'd be a bit boring. I agree. Although I have done like the silent painting and everything. Aw, thank you. No, I enjoy it. I enjoy it, and I think, yeah, sometimes it's nice for the distraction and all of that, but yeah, it's been great. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it was really nice this week when things slowed down. Just like, yes, little Steve was sick again, but the things that we had planned, since we postponed them, I didn't need to do them straight away. So it was nice to have that little bit of extra time. And so Saturday, Steve made me relax. He's like, yeah, you need to go and sit and do nothing. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't have to twist my arm. Learned so much, not just about coloring. So what did you learn on Emily's channel today? Well, we learned how to be provocative with crayons and pencils. So there's that. I really do need that disclaimer at the beginning of the channel. This is not for 18 and under. A little bit, yeah. Yeah, so it's always nice when I can head off on my own. Again, I know we got distracted today and didn't do as much, but I also need to go get some lunch because I'm hungry. So you guys want to do a little bit of words on stream? I know it's been a little bit, so let's go ahead and pull that up. Okay. Gonna log in. Like I said, I know it's been a little bit. It's been what, like 2 weeks since we did this? Because I think the last time we did it wasn't working the way it was supposed to. Okay. There we go. Make sure it loads. Perfect. All right, fingers crossed this time, guys. All right, so if you have never played Words on Stream before, you just put in, oh, poll results. Thank you, Kara. Oh, there we go. Background wins. I did that last time where I forgot to end the poll before the end of stream. Of course. Bye, Kim. Thanks for being here. All right, so fingers crossed. Let's go. So yeah, you just put your it's really loud. You just put your word guesses in chat and it should register it. So let's see. Cutlet, maybe? Ugh, are you kidding me? It's not gonna work. Well, I had plans to do this. Let's refresh real quick. Okay, we're gonna try it one more time. Grab the link. You're killing me, Words on Stream. You're killing me. Okay. Try it again. Okay. All right, one more time. It's not looking good, D. I wish it was. I don't know. Okay. Try one more time. Why am I not? Oh, Tor, that's a word. Dang it. See, and this is why. Of course, Steve's already got the thing. Ugh. All right, that's annoying. That is annoying. I'm sorry, guys. See, Shannon got in because she uses the QR code, which I don't know. Maybe that's something that we're going to need to start doing is use the QR code. Because what inexpensive marker set would you suggest? Alcohol marker or water-based marker? Which one? Maybe. I do know I need to run a graphics update. I'll see if I can fiddle with it sometime later today. I have no idea why it's doing that. Because I know I want to play it too. Yay, Renee! Congrats! Oh, yay! Ooh, hypes in chat for Renee for the job. Yes, oh hoo hoo. Oh wait, did they say alcohol? Yeah, but yes, oh hoo hoo are yeah, absolutely the best for that. Yay! Words on Stream is just, you can play it on any device you have because it just works through YouTube. So I host it and then you guys can play just by being in chat. Renee, exclamation point hype because you are awesome. Congrats! Oh my gosh, when do you start? That is amazing. Oh, you guys should celebrate with your eggnog and a new set of pencils. I was going to say treat, but I know they cut out sugar and dairy. So, yeah, new set of pencils or crayons or paint. Congrats. That's awesome. All right. Well, like I said, I know that we just got too distracted today. Did not get as much done, but I will get the underside of the islands done. And then we'll do this and we'll do the background. Because I want you guys, if you're following along, I also want you to be able to have it done in time to turn in for the thing. So anyway, sorry that didn't work, guys. 'Tis what it is, I suppose. Now I'll need to go plan my my Only Crayons account. Oh, nail polish in the coloring books? Or on your pencils? That could be a whole thing. Paint the pencils. All right, everyone. It's just about lunchtime, so I'm gonna head out. But I'll get caught up on this, and then we're gonna try and get the rest of this done on Friday, and then next Wednesday we can figure out a background. No, I've heard of it. I've heard of it, and like eyeshadow and stuff. Anyway, is that a crayon in your pocket? Or oh my gosh, right? All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your week. It was fun chatting and hanging out, and I will see you all on Friday. All right. Talk to you later, everyone. Bye.